What's up guys, Philip here, and I am back in the garage to take y'all along with me for this past week's worth of training. Had a very productive training week starting with a pressing day, and close grip bench press was the main movement for this day. So working up, I wanted to get 295 for 5. That was the kind of goal set that I had set for myself, and so this is that set of 295, moving along, 4th rep going well, and I thought I had a 5th in the bag based on how it was feeling, but got stuck. Oops. Was a little frustrated on that, as you could tell, but went ahead and jumped up to 315 for a paused double just to nurture my bruised ego, and then went down to 275 and did that for another set of 7. I do believe I finished with like some dips and some abs. Now moving on, this was Tuesday, my deadlift day, and I was continuing on with the same, rep scheme of 3 triples and a set of 5. Wanted to see if I could continue to carry that momentum forward, and you'll notice I'm doing these without my shoes. I liked it pretty well. I didn't feel like it made it easier or harder, but I did notice I could sense kind of the pressure in my feet better. So moving on, first triple. Today's triples and set of 5 were with 515. So 2 down on the first set, and then the third rep. I am doing these on the stiff bar, which makes them a little bit harder. So felt good. Probably could have done a better job of keeping my back straight, but I'm still working on kind of drilling all of my cues and putting them all together without, going through them one at a time, trying to really work them through. And probably could have done a little bit better of a job on this. Oh, sound the dork alert. You got to have fun when you're in the gym, guys, especially in the home gym. You're in there alone most of the time. You got to vibe a little bit, but this is the set of 5. It moved well. I was happy with this. You can see I'm trying to keep a flat back, really drive through my hips, and I felt like I did a pretty good job of that on this set of 5. I definitely notice when I get that flat back, that taut back, if you will, it definitely makes the pull more forceful, and it just feels stronger. So set of 5 went well, and then after that I did some pull-ups, just 4 sets of 8. Look at that big man go. And I'm doing them on a wide grip here. I really like the wide grip to work your lats more. And then I also did some calisthenics rows, or as some of y'all call them, inverted rows, after this, and then called it a day. Now, moving on to a second pressing day of the week. I've been pressing more, about 3 or 4 times a week, but lowering my volume for each day. So this was just a normal grip bench, working up to, I wanted 335 for a double. Here it is, 335. First one moved well. Second one, I knew I had it just based on how it was feeling. So moved really well and was tempted to go up to 340 for a double, but figured I would take the victory for the day and move on. Now, after that, I believe I did I don't really remember, maybe 275 for 5 or something, or 275 for 8 or something like that. And then I jumped on the SBD press. I just did 225 for a set of 12. Pausing these SBD presses like this is disgusting for your triceps, guys. If you haven't tried them, please do me a favor and try them. They will light your triceps up like nothing else. So feet up, paused SBD benching with 225, got it for 12, and was honestly happy with that, with the work that I had already gotten. So nice to get a little hypertrophy work in, and I honestly can't remember what I did after that on the day. It surely was some kind of accessory. So moving on to my first squat day of the week. I've been doing 2 squat days, and this one is a midweek squat day where I work more of a pause rep top set. So today's pause rep top set was 410, and so I wanted to do it for a paused triple. And the angle that I'm filming from is horrific. It's more of a top-down angle, and I noticed it really made my depth look bad. I honestly didn't think it was that bad. but could have been better. I mean, I'm continuously working on that, but as far as 410, for how it felt very, very strong. I felt very stable, and it was just a fantastic top set. Now, moving on, just did 315 for a set of 10, and I was pausing them at the bottom, but not at the top. So it's kind of a nice little variation that I like to do, and I'm really working on driving my elbows more in line with my torso. I have a bad propensity to good morning squat, especially when I get tired, and I've noticed that driving those elbows in line with the torso has helped me immensely with that. So you can see I am gassed out at that point, but still fighting that good morning kind of happened on that one, but fought it pretty well. And then I moved on to, I believe I did like some calves after that and some abs. And then this is my third pressing day, and this was more of a constant tension touch and go day. I haven't done touch and go since I tore my pec. I'm honestly a little scared to do them, especially on that reverse at the bottom with the I guess inertia in play. But this is a top set of 295, and I wanted to get this for 8. So moving well. I believe that was the 5th rep, 6th, and then here's the 7th. I went ahead and paused these last few just to kind of gather my thoughts. This one was a little bit longer of a pause, and I honestly did not know if I had this one, but I fired off as strong as I could and was able to carry the momentum through. So 295 for 8, huge set for me. I was incredibly happy with that set, guys. That is a big one for me. So after that, went down to 275 and just did it for a set of 8 touch and go with my feet up Larson style. And this was another huge set, guys. This is very strong for me, and I'm very encouraged with how this felt. So 8 reps in the tank with that, and I believe after that I just did 275 feet down for 8 reps. So after that I just did 5 sets of dips and then called it a day on these. I believe I did like some abs after this, but this is just 1 set of the dips, and I didn't add any weight or anything like that. I'm just really trying to feel through the range of motion on the dips here. So they were honestly just for a little bit of tricep and front delt hypertrophy at this point. Now moving on to Sunday, which is my main squat day. And so I was working up. I've been doing triples for these days. Probably should have, but I really didn't feel like it. I felt like just absolutely cashing or selling out on one good top set. So warming up, I am really trying to be cognizant of my depth. My hips are legendarily tight, and so I'm continuously working on that. I mean, it sounds like a broken record at this point, but it's true, and it's something that I'm continuously drilling and trying to improve. So keep that in mind as you watch these. I am being very cognizant of that. So just warming up on the day, I squatted with Matt on this day. Didn't show any of his sets, but he hit a couple doubles with 335 after banging his shin on a deer stand. So he was fighting through it a little bit and did really well. But working up, 365 moved really well, and this is 415. I wanted to get it for a top set of 5. So it was not moving super fast. I wasn't feeling super strong and explosive at this point. I was feeling some fatigue from all of the work that I have done. And you notice that good morning tries to creep in, but I'm still fighting it as hard as I can. So rep 3 going well, and I have moved the bar up slightly on my back. And it allows me to kind of tuck my elbows a little bit more. So this was a very hard set, very hard. but I was very happy with this one. 415 for 5 is a great set, especially when you take into account the solid depth. I was very happy with the depth on that set, and I'm not always happy with the depth on my top set. So after that, I went ahead and did a 405 for a paused double. I wanted to do it for a paused triple, but I had cashed out on that 415 and my CNS was gone at this point. So this set was very, very hard. So you see, I at that point said, no, let's just re-rack it. I'm done. And then I went down to 315 again and just did it for a quick set of 8. After that, I went ahead and did 4 sets of these, trying to get some good depth and some quads, hammies, and calves. But that was the workout week, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this footage. I hope you found it enjoyable. And I appreciate you guys watching and following along as always. Love y'all, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.